Hi everybody. I am going to get that clue number 8 for Tombstone out the door right away. I got it early. Last month I didn't get it till the 24th and I got it like 2 or 3 days ago and I've been putting it off. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on my Tombstone. That's the Wild West Mystery with cotton cuts, and Tombstone was my choice of fabrics. And I know there's lots of folks out there doing it, but I'm so thrilled to have gotten it so soon this month. And we get this nice directional sheet. If you're thinking about trying this is fun. This is fun. Now, let's see here. These are my clues, and this is clue number 8. So they send you all these different little shapes and sizes. Cool, huh? No cutting this trip. And then these squares and those squares, and there's a couple, and some of those are spider webs and old journal and letter looking material. And this looks like a banknote on a fleur-de-lis with coffee stains. And then there's Cotton Cuts Block of the Month for February, and it's a heart. All right, so I'm going to get started. This is large, and we're going to start. Well, I think what I'll start first is making sure I've got all the parts. So let's see here. Where's my box of? Oh, that's Civil War. Here is my Cotton Cuts box. Okay. Something to remember is that they send you a black and white instructions, but you have to have your schematics on which color is which, you know. So when they say square number A, that's the polka dots. So we need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. And 4 B's, which are these here that look sort of like those other ones, but are different. They have not as defined of, well, maybe that is the same. Who knows? I'll have to check it out. B, we need 8 of those. 2, 4, 6, 8, yes. And D is the clear, the lighter one, and we need 8 of that. 2, 4, 6, 8, okay. Then we need 4 of the E's, which is the spider webs. 4. And now this one is fabric F. Looks like a journal of an engineer that has all handwriting engineer equations. So F is 4, which we have. Then we have some big B's, which are the these guys, I think. Oh, these are supersize. These are supersize C's, and these are the big B's. See how similar those are? But these have the coffee stains on them. B, 4 of those. That's 4. E, is that these guys? Yes. E is to be 4 of those. Yes. And then we have the big C, 2, that's the coffee stain ones. Then we have 2 A's, which are the polka dots. Yes. And 2 D, which is these guys here. Oh, 6 of those. 2, 4, 6, we got them. And we already did the 2 polka dots, didn't we? Yes. And then F is the journal, and there should be 2 of those. And then D, 2 big D, big squares. Got them? And 6 rectangles. 2, 4, 6. Yep, we got it all. We can go ahead and get started. Okay. All right, then we shall start. An F square to a small D square. Well, these are the squares. F square to D square. F to D. Make 2 of them. And F is the dark. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's speed this little puppy up a little and match them a little better. And again, I like putting these together. This is truly fun. Okay, now we put those together with a couple of those rectangles, I think is what we're going to do next. And which way do we iron them? We iron them to the F, which is the black. All right, so we've got black, black, F, F, which is the journal, DD. And then we have 2 of these rectangles. All righty. And again. Okay. And it irons towards the combo. Which doesn't make sense. Usually you'd iron away from a bunch of seams, but it wants you to do that. I don't know how much further away can I scoot before I'm falling off my chair. Let's bring this forward a little more. And it irons towards the dark. Towards the dark. Okay, there's those 2 beauties. Oops, sorry, that was a little loud. Sorry, Hannah. Hannah, come here. Come say hi. Here's Hannah. She's my sewing dog. Sit up here, Look. Yes, you can say hi to the camera. Don't be shy. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Okay, next thing we want are 2 small B triangles. Yes, 2 B triangles. All right, these are the B's. Yes. And an E, which is the spider web, large triangle, medium triangle. How many of those? I'm going to make a total of 4. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. Well, let's count them again. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, that'll do it. And these are the 4. So we're making the flying geeses with the big E's and the little B's. Yes, Hannah. Yes, dear. Yes, I know. I'm right here. You're a good girl. We had to go out and get important stuff at the grocery store tonight. So we got coffee creamer and dog food. I mean, critical things. Okay, right? Did you pick out your favorite flavor or just whatever was on sale? Thank you. Yeah, she got the sale stuff. All right, so here these guys are, and we are going to make 4 geese with these particular blocks. Well, there's 2 of them there, Marlene. Hold your horses. And that's so nice. Even the corners are trimmed so that they just, you can't hardly put them together wrong. And you know me, I'll find a way, if there's a way to do it just a slightly different than what it's supposed to be. There we go. And 3. I'm just going to chain them and then put the other side on in a minute. Here we go. And 4. I haven't sewn anything in probably 3 days. Was it 3 days? No, I think I worked on something on Friday. Well, I guess that's almost 3 days. Now we're gonna press to the small piece. Press to the small piece. So that means we're going to go this way. Press to the small piece. Okay, I gotta just keep saying it, I guess, because my brain might remember it, might not. Okay, there's our 4 pieces pressed. Now let's put these as the other side on. And that is nice. Hey, we're almost ready to do Kelli and Co. again. And I need to get some more Civil War blocks cooking. I'll probably do some more of those tomorrow. This is Sunday evening, the 9th. So I'll get those out on the 10th for sure. Now press these to the small. Well, set the seams, yeah. It would be nice to have a smaller, lightweight iron. This is sort of a bear. Okay, those are done. Next is 2F. F is the black ones, yeah. Okay, F. 2D, that's the spider webs. No. D is the, like a journal. And then the ones in the middle is the B, which is over here. And we make 2 of those. And then we make 2 with E on both sides. And the E is the spider webs. That's what E is. So that would be these guys, like that. So we did these. These are the spiders with E at the base, and we have 4 of them. Bang. Then we're going to do these guys. Then we're going to do these guys, which will take us down to step 6. I'm going to try to chain them all together, and let's see if I'm, watch me, see if I do it right. Yikes. We're almost done with this. This has been a lot of fun. Now, I haven't signed up for Flyway because I signed up for the Fat Quarter mystery quilt. And at some point, 4 months ago, I think, I signed up for something called Woolly Whims, which is also a kit that's coming every month. And it was marked down to, I think, under $15 a month. So I'm looking forward to that. I think that might start this month. Woo! I got an email about that. Let's wait. I might have to start a movie on that one too, an episode. Okay. Okay, so this one presses to the small one. You gotta be careful or you'll distort that line of stitching. Anybody who's made flying geese knows that you gotta watch out when you're pressing them, don't you? Well, I have to remember it again. Okay, so let's get the two together to go. And I believe it's these at the bottom have the same colored ears, which are the spider webs. So it's got to be these two up here. I can tell that it's spring here because I've got this ringing in my ears, and so that's the tinnitus, inflammation in the ears, and that's allergy. I've got a beautiful big flowering shrub outside my window there. I think that's a weeping willow, but I have to be careful as all get out in spring. Oh, those little buggers, that chewed up that fabric really good. Okay, let's see where that very lovely seam ripper is. Here it is. Well, it's a big lump of thread. I gotta say that these Tim Holtz fabrics are not as closely woven as some of our better fabrics from, say, Riley Blake or Marcus Fabrics. Those are all really well made, and these are just a little bit flimsier. So they do tend to get eaten up in my machine. I have to be very careful. Come on, gently. Then once they get in there and get going, then I can hit the gas. Is anybody else making the Tim Holtz Tombstone fabrics? Do you know what I mean? Here we go. They do go together beautifully when they're pre-cut like this. None of the little wonky cuttings that I make. Do you remember I was making my kaleidoscope quilt a year ago now, almost, and I was off by, I think, 1 or 2 millimeters using the template that was provided. Instead of having a circular kaleidoscope, mine were like footballs. Oh, I was so disappointed. It took me quite a while to figure out that it was just the measurement of the template. But we got it figured out. You know, I think I'm going to need to trim these because they're getting distorted when I'm, can you hear me? I think I'm going to need to trim them and size them so that they're exactly 6.5 by 3.5. And I have a really good flying geese ruler that I got from Soft Squares in their Quilt in a Box project last summer, fall. And I made my Going to Grandmother's House We Go fabric quilt. That was so much fun, but we made a lot of flying geese. So, in the box with the fabrics, the front and the back and everything you needed, the pattern, also came this very, very lovely Creative Grids Ultimate Flying Geese Tool. I tell you, it really works too. Let's see if I can remember how to do it. We need 3.5 by 6.5. You know, they don't have that on here. They have 3 by 6 and 3.5 by 7. Well, then we'll have to use the other one from Creative Grids. Maybe that has a 6.5, 3.5. Yes, it does. Well, so much for that guy, but he was, when you did use it, it was super, super dino-whopping. So I'm going to put some tape on here to remind myself where I'm looking. And I watched some YouTuber, and she said, don't put it right on the line, because you still need to be able to see what line you're looking at. There's 3.5. Just put it just outside the line so you know where you're at. See, I tried to put it on the wrong one. So that's 3.5 by 6.5. Okay, let's see how we're doing. And the 3.5 one is there's 3.5. Let's see if that measures up. No, it doesn't. It's this one. There it is, yeah. Oh, we turn it upside down. Do you do that? Well, that looks pretty good. Okay, 1, now none of those lines work for this one. Sure is wonky. Yikes, I could have cut myself there, but I didn't. We'll do these two also. How was your weekend this time? Did you have some good weather? We had beautiful weather here in Oregon. But I was out driving around seeing patients, so it was still a gorgeous day. I always love it when I find houses that are full of gorgeous quilts. That's always fun. Okay, that's our cutting. Is there any more flying geese? Let's look and see. No, I don't think so. Well, no. Well, yeah, there's one more, I think. D-A-N-F. One more, but we'll get it out when we need it. Okay, next. Bingo, bango. Next, we're going to join steps 3 to 5 in a line. So I'm going to start with F and D on B. F and D on B. Yep, that's it. So those two go there. And then we go B, B. Two of them. And two more out this way. And then in the middle, we're going to put, yeah, we're making chevrons again. I think there's going to be a lot of chevrons and mountains or chevrons or radiating squares, rims. It'll be interesting to see what this thing looks like, huh? So we make 2 of these. Okay, let's do that. I think I'll just keep going here. Nice and flat. Okay, and then we'll do these. Okay. My grandson really likes to have macaroni bites. It's when you take macaroni and then make a ball and bread them and then deep fry them if you're at a restaurant. But I was looking on YouTube how to make them at home. And so you take the macaroni and cheese and you put them in an ice cube tray, and a little nub, just that much in each ice cube tray, and then you put them in the freezer. So then when you're ready to flour them and egg wash them and then dip them in breadcrumbs, then they hold together, and then you can put them in your air fryer and they come out crispy, and the macaroni in the middle gets a nice and soft and gooey. So they're in the freezer right now. We're going to see how they turn out tomorrow, because I might get to pick up the kids tomorrow. Keep your fingers crossed. Boy, were you watching me there? I tried to put that together wrong. Boy, oh boy, I just had to look at that again. Wow. Can't drive a car and talk on the phone, and I can't drive a sewing machine and talk to my camera. Very well. Okay, now let's see here. When we're ironing them, they all iron this way. Which makes sense, because you hate to iron up those points because they won't lay down very nice. Okay, next. Oh, we put those on here. Okay, well, we can do that. So the black journal corners connect up like that. Yes. Then we'll start on the second half. Okay, next, we're going to take an A block, which is the polka dots, and a D, which is the pale journal. We're going to be making 4 of those. And then they're going to connect to those 4. Then we're going to put these 4 on top of them. So we'll go to that part. This. Okay. Come on, you little booger. Look what that did. Can you see that? It just chewed it up. It's like, it's so random that I never know that it's going to happen, and I think it's not going to happen. I may have to edit some of this out. This is taking too long. That fabric is just so fragile. Okay, we'll get a hold of these threads. There we go. Now we're back on track. There's more than enough there, isn't there? And we press those to the D, which is the light. There we go. Let's make sure they're square. Not really. They're supposed to be 3.5. I guess I could use a square up one. Okay, I'll get one of those out. But I don't have a 3.5 inch. There's a perfect one. Ooh, maybe this is a 3.5 one. It is. Well, now see, isn't that nice? See, that looks perfect now. Beautiful. Alrighty then. Let's make sure I laid those out again correctly. No? Boy, you gotta watch me. I tell you, I'm having a heck of a time. Nothing unusual to be loved by anyone. It's nothing unusual to make these mistakes. I was watching Tom Jones. He was on British voice type, or, you know, I don't know what the name of the show was, but he's on one of those British ones that's a singing, the voice type. And he can sing, and he's an old guy, but he's good. I remember when my older sister had to have his album back in the early 70s, it must have been. Yeah. Okay, let's try that again. Let's make sure that's what this says. Pokey, pokey, pokies are right in the corner. And then the D is Pale Journal, which is right there. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go again. Boy, I am just nearly unable to do something without a little bit of repair. My grandson got to go hunting this last weekend. He was so excited about going with his daddy and his grandpa. So I did work on his hunting quilt a little bit. I made three blocks. Now these iron towards the D. Oh yes, let's set the seams. Setting the seams. I like that polka dot. That is so cute. Just so cute. See how thin that is? It's time for me to do bobbins. I've got 6 empties right here. All right, so those go this way, and then those come down on top of those, making 4. Check those, check those. Now we're going to do these. Here we go. Bang. All right, now these press towards the big D, which is this one. Yep, coming right along. Now let's see here. This is how they go. And then we put the big square there. But there's only 2 of them. So we're going to make 2. So let's put these together first, and then we'll think about what the next thing is there. Yes. Now let's get those edges together. There. Okay, 1 down. There, the words go this way. Now they go this way. Doesn't matter, they're squares though. You'd have to get a magnifying glass out to read what those words are. They're just faint, like, you know, they're a 100-year-old journal. And we iron to the big one. La, 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 la. Okay, we're going to iron to the big one. Just like that. Those are pretty. So these are there. Bang. Now the next thing is we're going to make another flying goose. Only this time it's going to be A, polka dots. F is the dark color, I think it is, yes. And then D is this one right here. And I have to assume that those go there. And then it hooks up to these. Wait a minute, does it? First we do these, then we do that. Then we do this. That's right. Okay, let's do that. We'll start right down here and we'll put the ears on the flying gooses. Here we go. Now, let's see, okay, bring those back out of there. Let's iron them, and then we're going to put their other ears on. And it is to be ironed towards the large polka dot. Two large polka dots coming up. Man, that's so nice that they're the right size. Well, I didn't get that one the right direction, but I did get this one. No, I got them both the wrong direction. Oh well. Okay. I'm going to put these up so I don't mess up their seams. Just had a little repair there, that's all. And then this is ironed towards the large one. Okay, so this one goes like that. And this one on top. Boy, we're almost done. I want to work on something else tonight while I've got enough gas in the tank. I think I want to work on Civil War next. Lay out everything ready, and then maybe tomorrow morning I'll make a movie or something, or an episode. I think you know what I mean. Film myself doing it. Can't imagine that somebody'd want to watch this, but I like to watch people do their sewing, so I guess there's something to be said. One of the other things I really like to watch on YouTube is people who are refinishing old beat up cabinetry that has been painted over with 15 layers of ugly paint. I love getting to watch how they scrape it all off. And then when they're all done, it's this beautiful antique tiger design, oak pattern, gorgeous. Yeah, amazing. Now this gets pressed to this. And then I think it goes with these two. Yes, those go right there. That comes to mind every now and then. That's a song with Bob Hope. Thanks for the Memories. Was that Bob Hope? It seems to me that I would watch that at my grandmother's house. Another one that I thought was really good was those old comedy shows like with Red Skelton. Remember that comedian? I guess you gotta be pretty old to remember that stuff. Heathcliff and somebody were the two seagulls that he would have talking. What were their names? Do you remember? Murgatroyd. No. Mildred? Put it in the comments. Help me remember. Boy, that makes me laugh just thinking about that. Get that over there. Oh, I'm going to pin this one. Make sure that I get those two lined up. haven't done any Civil War blocks in weeks. I have to hurry up and get some done before we get going on Kelli & Co. again. Now let's see, this gets pressed away from the big blocks into the little ones. This way. Okay. Yoo-hoo! We did it. That didn't take too long. How long? How far are we? Oh, we're an hour and 20. Well, I'll edit some of that out of there. Here we are. We have two big ones like this. These are to be labeled section 8B. So let's get some paper out from under there and label away. Okay, 8B. 8B. Now these guys are 8As, I'll bet. Yes. I just love this big container of clips. I think I ordered them from Amazon, maybe? I was sort of offended that they'd give you like 6 or 8 little clips at one time and it was $5 or $6. And here these are, the whole thing was like $6 or $7. Amazing. Okay, let's put those guys away. Clue 7, clue 8. All done. Thank you for your patience with me, for goodness sakes. I can't hardly talk and do anything. But anyway, it's been a big, long weekend, and I'm glad to have this chance to do some sewing with you. I think I'm going to get out my Civil War stuff and lay out the colors and see what I'm going to do for block 8 and 9, I believe I'm on. Okay, we'll talk soon. Bye for now.